What is good, everybody? Welcome in to Driving the Nightline. My name is Alan Bell. And look at these two beautiful star-studded dogs that we have up here. Stern Bets, how we doing, bro?
We're fantastic. We got a partial payout on one of our bets, but cash is a cash, so we'll take it.
There you go. There you go. TJ, what's good, bro?
I'm good, man. I love that new intro. I was definitely missing the kazoo. And look, this is why I sat here today, because I knew I needed some luck and he would come bother me. So
Leo. Yeah. You know what? I agree. We had to bring the kazoo back. And I've got to mess with the ending a little bit. It just cuts off, right? Like I've got to tinker with it a little bit. Hey, and look, getting some love here. Izzo said, "Hey, I always bring the excellent quality content." That's these two right there. You know what? I'm just happy to be here. Little Al, absolutely. I completely agree. All right. Good to see everyone. And I'll tell you what. Hold on, Ben. What did I say? I'll just spend the last couple minutes yelling answers at an automated machine and still not sure if I paid my bill. Just me. Well done. Well done. All right. We'll get to it. Stern, lead us off here. All right. You've got a good amount of plays, and I love them. Go ahead. Let it rip. What you got?
All right. Only one makes me nervous because I know that you're taking the over in the game, but let me break them down one by one. We got the Rockies at the Royals. Listen, like I really want to back the Royals here. They're not as good as they were last year, but still, they're better at home than they are on the road. I think they're going to positively regress soon. They seem to start getting together, but there's nothing from stopping us just fading the Rockies. They are last. They are just last. And on base plus a slugging percentage, they are last in runs per game. They're only averaging 1.92 runs per game on the road, which is insane. They're also last in strikeouts on the road, averaging 11.25. Which is really Chris Bubik's specialty, and you'll see where I'm going with all this on the podcast if you're not watching live. But Bubik has a whiff rate at 30.9%, and he's getting a strikeout rate at 26.2%. I like that his hard hit rate is 36.9, and his expected slugging percentage is only 369. All of this indicates to me that when people are hitting him, which is not often, they're not getting hard, good contact. And the Royals bullpen is only allowing 1.7 runs in the last 4 innings, which would mean a pretty spectacular batting display just to get over these, 3.5 runs. So I took 3 bets here. Feel free to mix them up. Don't play any. I was honestly going to play 2.5 units, and I was like, no, my own rule, don't play any more than 2 units per game. I'm taking the Rockies under 3.5 runs at minus 125. Chris Bubik over 7.5 strikeouts at plus 125. I'm cool. Anything plus money or over. I'm taking that for a half a unit. I'm also parlaying Chris Bubik over 5.5 strikeouts. Totally cool with over 6.5 strikeouts. I'm sure the line has moved from last night. And the Royals money line at minus 125 as well, also for a half unit. On to the next game, and 5 stars to anyone who can guess the theme of today. White Sox at Twins. We're just taking the Twins on the run line. The auto fade of the White Sox continues. They just lost badly to the Red Sox yesterday. Maybe not badly, but they lost again. Davis Martin is on the road. And while his 2024 road ERA was actually 3.60, which is better than his home ERA, his whiff rate's still at 17.5. His barrel rate's at 10.3. And I like backing Bailey over after coming off a disastrous outing against the Cardinals. I went through every single game, every single year since his rookie year. Only once in his rookie year has he ever given up more than 3 runs after giving up 3 runs the game before. His whiff rate's at 25%. His barrel rate's at 9.8, which is fine. Closer to average than Martin's metrics, allows me to back them. He's also facing the White Sox, who are 27th on the road in OB plus slugging percentage, and they're 24th in runs per game with only averaging 2.89. Twins at home are actually 23rd in OB plus SLG, but they're 8th in runs scored with 411. I don't see a reason to stop backing or fading the White Sox. Let's just take it. Next play is the Rays at the Diamondbacks. I was trying to figure out a way. I was going to parlay maybe team total over 3.5 or 2.5 with the money line. Ultimately, this Diamondbacks team is just so dangerous. I just went with the full team total instead. They're second best at home on base plus slugging percentage at 8.35, and they're averaging 5.10 runs per game in ninth. Their Chase Field ranks 4th best hitting ballpark this year, and with temperatures in the mid-80s, even in a dome, it should be a good hitting environment. They're facing Zach Littell, who's 0-4, 5.48 ERA this year so far, and his 2024 road ERA was at 4.54. His underlying metrics just spell trouble. His whiff rate's at 19.8, barrel rate 14.3, and hard hit rate at over 47%. Not going to make the mistake of just taking the first 5, or because this Diamondbacks team, literally in the 8th inning, multiple times this year, have they gone off. Never been truer more than the Cubs game. I think it was just this past week. I'm cool if you want to take the run line at plus 130 or over. You can go to money line plus team total, whatever you want to do. This Diamondbacks team is going to hit today. Next game, Pirates at Angels. Again, theme of the day. We're going to we're going to fade Bailey Falter, who's 1-2 and 4.91 ERA so far this year. He's consistently bad on the road, and he has one of the worst teams offensively on the road behind him. His 2024 ERA was 4.92, and he's facing the Angels, who are 6th best in the hitting. They're averaging over 5 runs per game, which is 6th in the league. We are backing Jose Soriano, who hasn't been great at home, but still profiles just enough to get the win, just like he did last year. The Pirates are in a lot of the same categories with the White Sox and the Rockies, which is the theme of the day. They're 29th in OB plus SLG, and they're only averaging 2.4 runs per game, which is 29th in the league. I wouldn't mind taking the Angels team total with the Pirates under their team total. But either way, I think the Angels will get at least 3 runs and pull out a win. Do what you will with that. Our last game, Rangers at Athletics. It's Fade Patrick Corbin Day. And if you haven't been here before, welcome to the show. Yeah, right? If he's pitching at home, maybe lay off if it's like a really, if they're facing a good team. But on the road, fade. Athletics have shown me that they can do whatever they want with bad pitching. And I just kind of expect that here. The Rangers are 23rd on the road, just averaging 1.44 runs in the first 5 innings. They're 25th in OB plus SLG on the road with 5.89, which is actually 5th worst in the league, right? That's in the same category as the White Sox. Anyway, Corbin last year had road ERA at 6.78, and he finished last year, and this is really the key stat, with the most hits per 9 innings, 10.7 hits per 9 innings. As for the Athletics, we've already backed Osvaldo Vito multiple times this season. And against a weak Rangers team, I think this is a perfect time to fade him again or to back him again. That's how we get 7 picks, 4 games.
There we go. I'm trying to mess with all these new little filters here, trying to get it all correct. No, we don't want that one. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Well done, buddy. That was a lot of picks, and I mean that in a positive way. Good information. Yeah. No. It's not easy to go through all of that, right? Like, especially with the data that you have. Like, well done, man. For real.
Yeah, I started skipping lines. I'm just like, all right, this is a lot. And I taking what they can.
100%. I do the same thing. Like, if I've got like 5, picks or more, I'll hit on like 2 of them. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, you guys get it. You don't want to hear me yap.
Yeah, fade bad road teams.
Yeah. And I wasn't saying you were yapping, but no. Like, well done for sure. Okay, so yeah, I know. It sounded like an ass. I didn't mean that.
No.
That at all. All right, so Prince of Picks, man, we'll go ahead and put his up here. Dude, he was 7-1, I believe, coming into yesterday. Went 2-0, so our man is just absolutely crushing. He's on the Bucks Pacers over 229, Thunder team total over 122.5, and the Timberwolves +6. Now, real quick, TJ, I'll get to you. Give me 1 second here. Millsy, just have to wait for a second. Did you see my question earlier on Michigan -2.5 today? Go back and rewatch it if I missed it. I have not. Give me 1 second here. We're going to hit college baseball, but I want TJ to go ahead and let it rip first. So, TJ, my boy, what you got?
Okay, my turn to start yakking. So I'm going to take Carolina on the puck line, -1.5, +100 today. They have Anderson confirmed in net going up against Markstrom for New Jersey. Carolina runs 4 lines deep here, and they get a lot of production out of those 4 lines, and I think that's what's the big difference in this series. as proven in game one when they won 4-1. Stankoven, their newest player in addition from Dallas, who's their third line center, scores 2 goals, gets it done for them. I like players like Jordan Stahl, Jack Roslovic to have a big series. So if you guys can get them at take a point, these guys will be at like plus 200, plus 300s. That's a side bet that I like in a lean. But other than that, I like Hurricanes to get it done tonight on ice and go up 2-0.
Go 2-0. All right. I like it, man. I like it.
I have a couple leans and other plays that I'll just quickly touch on.
Go ahead.
Obviously,
I'm going to go through
Leafs
some
tonight.
questions. Yeah.
I'm on the Leafs tonight. I just don't like to give you guys Leafs plays because I am a homer. Sometimes I bet with my heart with the Leafs, but I do like them tonight against Ottawa. I think Ottawa is going to come out. They had a lot of trouble staying out of the penalty box tonight. They're having a hard time finding that balance in the playoffs of being a tough team and being a skilled team. The first game they came out, they tried to be too tough. They ended up in the box. It hurt them. I think they're going to come out too tentative this game, and it's going to hurt them, and Toronto's going to take advantage of that in this way. So if you like Toronto tonight as much as I do, one of the bets that I like is Ottawa under 2.5 goals because we have a really good goalie. He hasn't given up over 2 goals in his last 9 starts, so he's really hot. And I like Stolarz tonight, so I really think that's a good bet. Also the money line. And then Vegas. It's hard for me to play because they're at like minus 280. So even if you take them on the 3-way, it's like minus 190. So if you want to pair them with Toronto, that works. You can get it to plus money. But other than that, yeah.
Well done. And I'd like to introduce you to fading your team and betting. That way you win either way. That is it. No.
It's called a happiness hedge, and Toronto Maple Leafs fans do it all the time.
A happiness hedge. I like that name for it, man. All right, Billsy. All right, so current college baseball plays Gonzaga plus 4.5. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Liberty plus 2.5 against Wake Forest. All right, we're going to get to that one in just a second. An opinion on Michigan minus 2.5. The game starts in an hour. Look, man, I think Michigan is a live play at any moment now. Minus 2.5 runs. I might look to hedge it there. I don't know what the total is in front of me. Was it 14.5? I don't hate that either, but I don't hate that one at all. Now, I don't hate any of them, right? Gonzaga again, against Oregon State. Liberty plus 2.5 is what fascinates me because Liberty can score runs and Liberty doesn't give up a lot of runs. Going up against Wake Forest, where let me tell you, all right, it is 97% humidity in Winston-Salem. 97%. All right. I wanted to take the over in that game, but it was, I think, already gotten to 15. I just wasn't going to do it, but that's a lot of runs, dude. And both these teams can mash. I'm fascinated to see where it goes. But, midweek games, taking good baseball teams at plus money is a solid play right there. Let's see. Rockies Royals over 8. Reds Marlins over 8.5. Jersey Carolina over 5.5. Lightning money line. Rays. Oh, love that. Love that. Dallas Baptist is going to destroy Oklahoma State. Dallas Baptist is on absolute fire right now for sure. I'm glad you guys noticed the pyramid we did with Stern's picks. Yeah, what up? You going to say? Oh, okay.
3 leans as well, and I just didn't want to forget about it.
Say it again. One more time.
I got 3 leans as well, and I didn't want to forget about it.
Oh, you good? Are you good? 1 second, man. We'll get to it. Let's see. Says Mississippi State over Ole Miss today, man. Both these teams need to get some wins against. They need to get it tonight. That's going to be a fun game. There is a rain pattern that could be there, but there could be a lot of runs in that too. There could be a lot of runs, man. There could be some humidity chilling in that one. Austin Peay or Purdue today? Do you like their over at 15.5? Man, 15.5 is such a big number, but my God, Purdue could score runs. Austin Peay could give them up. Austin Peay obviously can mash too, man. They could score. But oh God, I would roll with Purdue. If that number were lower, 15.5 is tough. Now I say that, and they can blast over on that, but man, it's just tough. Like I just spoke about how 14.5 scared me. You know what I mean? Like I'm with you. Like I'm with you on that one. And even there, see if you could maybe like take each one of them down, even to just an even number. Alabama and Samford over 14.5. Alabama they need to go, and Samford could play as well. KC3 said Giants money line. Tana get the first L, calling it right there. All right. We'll get to more of those in 1 second. Let me get my picks up here. All right. First off, Zach Edey over 8.5 points, minus 110 for the Grizzlies. Again, I think that he is going to be a continued rebound machine and is going to have opportunities from the free throw line, opportunities to get quick 1 to 2 foot putbacks. And if it's tight, close game, they're going to depend on him. He'll get fouls. If it's a blowout, they ain't care. They just let him get down there. Yeah, take the 2. Who cares? Whatever. So we're going to roll with Edie. A very attainable number. All right. College baseball, Louisville plus 1.5, minus 130 against Kentucky. Again, Kentucky coming off the biggest weekend that they have had all season, taking 2 out of 3 from Tennessee. And they did it with pitching. They didn't really put up a ton of runs. I think Louisville is going to come out and put up runs. And not that Kentucky can't, because I like the over 13.5 in this game as well. We got a really nice weather pattern there, good humidity. But Louisville can absolutely get after it. And these two fan bases, these two teams, they know each other. They hate each other. It's going to be a fun game. That's why I want to have 2 plays on it. So I'll take Louisville plus 1.5, little insurance there, and then take the over 13.5. Stetson, Florida State, over 12.5. I'm going to do it. Now, again, I understand Florida State hadn't played a game all weekend, man. Tragedy up there. And we are not basing this bet off of anything from that. That being said, excellent hitting weather in Tallahassee tonight. I think we're going to see a lot of runs. And I think you can see Florida State players want to just go out and just play baseball. You know what I mean? And the same thing with their fan base. And it's just going to be kind of nice to do something else other than deal with said tragedy. So I'm going to take the over 12.5 there. And then UCLA, UC Irvine over 13. Like getting that at 13. All right, no hook to deal with. And my God, these two teams offensively as of late have been fantastic. Yes, they have good pitching, but they also give up runs in Tuesday games all season long and score them as well. So over 13, I am totally with that. Now, let's see if I can pull this down here. A couple more, then I'll get right back to you. Give me just 1 second, man. Scott said, you guys doing NFL draft bets? Yep, we'll start that tomorrow for sure, my boy. Let's see here. Yeah, going back to the Michigan one again. I don't hate it. Minus 2.5, man. I don't know. Run lines scare me in midweek. You just never know what you're going to get, man. But I like Michigan. I like that team, man. I dig them. It's just, man, it's tough. It's absolutely tough. Abby, have you found a Dalton Connect jersey? No, I'd like one though. I need one. You worried about the time off of Florida State? Their bats might be slow to start. I think they're going to come out and mash because why the hell not? Like,
I think, yeah, when you deal with like a tragedy, something that takes you out of the game, even if in a normal flow, if you had a week off, that would really like kind of take you out of it. I feel like something like this kind of even focuses them more. And you'll see kind of, I feel like at the beginning of the game, whether they're in it and they're going to be smashing.
And you're right. And I didn't mean to interrupt you, like going off of what you just said, right? And that's a great question too, Scott, by the way, because it's a good talking point. And again, take the tragedy part out of it. What I really like about it is that if this were a Friday game to start a weekend series against a rival, I think you're exactly right, Scott, that it would be very tight because it's very important and you need to go get a win. It's a Tuesday game. They don't give a damn about this one whatsoever. They don't care about Stetson. This win-loss doesn't matter. They're just going to come out and mash. You know what I mean? Because it's that doing that is better than anything else. So yeah, that's a great question. Absolutely great question. If this were a weekend game, I would 100% be on the opposite thought process of playing it over. I would play an absolute under 4 freaking sure. So Scott, great question.
And AB, if I can just add, I obviously saw that this morning, and as you know, I know a pitcher on Stenson, so I reached out to my buddy and asked him just what's it like down there right now. How are you guys feeling? And even they feel they're playing with heavy hearts too. So like he says, just we're going to be one of those games where at the end of the game, everybody's going to take a deep breath and just go home and at least get it done. And yeah, it'll be really good for both teams, actually.
Number one, that's great information. I mean, who else has that, right? And number two, I agree. Like it's going to be a game to where the key to it is this. We need a run in the first inning from whichever side. I don't care. Once we get a run, we'll get a flood of them. But it's the worst part of college baseball are those games because it's always the hardest to get the first one, right? And it's almost like a rainstorm when you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting. And then finally we don't want to wait to the 5th inning to do that, right? Like go ahead and get started early. You're going to see if that happens, you're going to see a ton of young arms get in there. They're not going to care. Like, I'm not saying they're not going to care, but they're more important games on the schedule. You know what I mean? So Yeah. Scott, can you do an alternate run line of 13.5 of the weight game? Yeah, hell yeah. 13.5? Hell yes. Would absolutely do that. Christian, good to see you. Yeah, I got you, Scott. I knew what you meant. Ryan, yeah, let's get him tonight. Indeed, man. It is going to be fun for sure. Scott, if you do weight over 13.5 runs at Florida State game at 12.5. Oh, dude, yes. I love that play better than mine. Like, yeah. Absolutely love it, man. Absolutely love it. Presbyterian put up 3 in the first inning. Dude, I'm telling you, this Presbyterian team is wild, dude. Like, they are absolutely crazy. They will score a bunch of runs, and then they'll give up a bunch of runs, man. That's hilarious, dude. I love that, man. Presbyterian's wild. Rich said, I like Siakam to have another good game. Go points or points plus rebounds. I say points plus rebounds, to be honest with you. That's just me. Any thoughts that you guys have? No, yeah. Oh, I
was on mute, of course. Yeah, I always take combos if I'm debating it too. I always want 2 options instead of just 1.
Yep, I'm with you there. I'm with you indeed. All right, Stern, throw it back to you. You said he had a couple leans, man. What you got?
Yeah, and I want to do that $100 giveaway, and we can talk about that after. If I go 7-0, or if I go 0-7, I'll give $100 to anyone who, whatever AB you wanted them to write in the chat. Like, let's pick one. You pick one of them, and I'll send them.
Okay, all right. So, if you go 7-0 or 0-7,
I parlay both of them, so I'm covered.
Okay, so all right. If you go 7-0 or you go 0-7, you're giving out $100, right? Okay, everybody that wants to get in on this, type the word 7. And if you're watching this after it's live, you could count 2. Write it in the comment section of this episode. Just write 7. Look, TJ got in first. All right, keep going, man. What you got? And I'll put your picks up so everybody can see them too. Keep going.
All right, and you're gonna just tell me who I'm sending that Venmo to.
Yep, I got it. Yeah, I'll handle that part. Yep.
All right, so I had a few thoughts yesterday while I was going through this. One, I was watching the Phillies-Mets game. I mean, did you see that monster shot that just landed, just hooked foul from Juan Soto?
Yes.
I think he's going yard today. I mean, like he is motivated. I don't care what the matchup is. I'm taking him to hit a homer at plus 550.
Okay.
I had a $12 free play, and that's what I used it on.
There we go.
Second one, the Arizona Diamondbacks are number 1 in walks, in forced walks, getting walks. I think.
Wait, hold on. At the plate or pitching?
At the plate, at batting. Exactly tell who they're pitching, and I would have done this as a like a half unit play or something, or a quarter unit play, but I didn't want to add anything to that game officially. I think he's going to give up 2 walks in this game. He doesn't normally give up that many walks. His walk rate's pretty low, but the rest of his metrics are terrible, and the Arizona Diamondbacks are fantastic at getting on base. So it's plus 136, plus 128. That's what I got it at. Highly recommend. The last one is throw a ladder on Bubik's strikeouts. This guy is on fire. The Rockies are horrible. It's just as simple as that. I personally went up to 12. I don't think he's going to get 12. If he hits 8, I'm cashing for sure. I wouldn't be surprised, though, and you can get some pretty crazy numbers out there.
Beautiful. All right, well done. Well done. Hey, we'll end on this one. Our man Japan said, look, your boy Lopez over 15.5 points and rebounds minus 115. All right, we got all our 7s in there. So 7-0 or 0-7. If one of those happens, $100. Okay, I like it, man.
I only hope one of those happen.
Yeah, right. All right, that's it for today. Any final thoughts that you have, Steph?
Oh, we got so much baseball going on. I'm disappointed that we don't have day baseball. I don't understand why they can't just give us a day baseball game every single day. But that's the soapbox that I can continue on any other time.
Yeah. The Addison said, do the plays always create a pyramid? Look, as soon as I saw it forming, all right, I had to keep going with it. All right. So that's why if you heard him breaking down picks, you're like, wait, these aren't like in order. It's because I saw the pyramid forming. Now, it also could be he might have some kind of a pyramid scheme going. All right. $100. Go ahead and join. All right. Get your savings accounts, your Roth IRA. No, I'm kidding. But no, I saw it and I was like, we're just going to create a pyramid today.
Yeah, I will say,
Yeah.
I have played let's say I'm playing 3 plays in the Royals Rockies game. I will do a parlay to make sure that I'll cash at least one. Like I'll definitely lose one, but I'll also do like a parlay on the opposite side. So like if I'm like looking for Bubik's like over 5.5 in the Royals money line, like I'll bet like the Rockies to score 2+ run and Bubik to be under 8.5 strikeouts or something like that. And I will do that in the future. And when I do that on my own recap screens on my Substack articles, it really looks like a pyramid scheme and something funky is going on.
No, I do. I hit those all, like not hit, like I play those a lot. I totally with it. It's smart. Like when you doesn't always align, but when it does, and you can give yourself a hedge while also having the opportunity to hit both, dude, it's absolutely solid. 100% with you there.
That's my goal, more or less, on most betting days.
It's a good goal. TJ, any final thoughts, buddy?
Yeah, go Leafs go. And then I'm just going to give a quick stay on your toes or whatever you want to call it nowadays.
Yep.
Live play. I have a hits parlay in baseball. That's Vladdy Guerrero, Wilson from the Athletics, Carroll from the Diamondbacks, and Tatis. And it's plus 213. It's not a good enough juice. Everybody's like minus 300 to get a hit. But most books have everybody at 1.5. So I just took them down to 1 and parlayed it all together.
Can you use the DK boost?
Yes, that's where I did it.
All right, DK boost. Okay, just the names again. Who are the 4?
Vladdy
Guerrero.
Yep. Vladdy Guerrero. Jacob Wilson of the Athletics. Carroll, Diamondbacks, Tatis.
Perfect.
San Diego Padres.
Nice. And a DK boost. Yeah.
And
okay.
DK, I didn't say the boost. I think it comes up to like 230 without the boost. So either way, it's still. But yeah, then I boosted it.
Beautiful. All right. I think that's it. Ended on that one.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. No. Good job, man.
Good job. What a solid.
Yeah. No. It's all good. Like you're doing it on the fly. I was just clarifying because again, like just making sure. You know what I mean? Like I say these 2 or 3 times because I'll forget it and I'm like, wait. What was that parlay? Like yeah. So no. Good job, man. Good job, boys. All right. 7-0 or 0-7. All right. I like the 7-0 thought process. That's where we're gonna go. We're gonna keep it positive. Keep it going. Knock it out. All right, everybody. We'll be live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern for the DTL Crew exclusive. If you want to be a part of that, click the link in the show description there. It's like $5, man. Come do it. And probably win something at some point. So there's all these kinds of memberships and whatnot going in here. All right. See you live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Till then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. We'll see you tonight. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody!